Sorry. So yeah, men's mental health, and specifically Andy's. I mean, Andy's Mind Club was there for me, as well. And these guys that are walking through these doors are brave. These are strong characters, right? I mean, there's no weakness in this whatsoever. As you said before, that you get moved by the stories because she's real raw honesty from a man as well. It's hard to talk about your feelings. It's hard to talk about your emotions. We're for some of us, it's drummed into us from an early age. For most of our early adult life, so sometimes into our adulthood, that boys, men can't cry, men don't show emotions, men don't get upset. I mean, how crazy is that? Men don't get upset. How? I'm a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get upset. But
Well, I
it's
mean,
it's
there
crazy.
was a thing the other day, wasn't there? I don't know if you watched, but I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah, I love it.
I think is it Jack and Jins were talking. Jack
Mhm.
said, "I'm sorry I cried in front of you," and Jin said, "Don't worry, men cry too."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Absolutely
yeah.
an
It's
amazing
powerful. It's
moment.
powerful, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's powerful,
yeah.
and and that's what we need to hear more of. We need to hear more of. I mean, come on. I mean, this is where
And
we
understanding, natural
yeah, and actually, yeah,
understanding of
exactly.
what everyone feels like.
I mean, there would be so many people in positions of power that probably feel the same or have done, and they know, and like I say, that there's very little action from that side. But there has to be in the future, especially for men's mental health resources. Annie's Man Club's incredible. I don't know much about Roundtable apart from what you've told me. Again, sounds like an incredible resource. But they're charities, and the charity run, and while they'll always keep on growing, and I think Annie's Man Club growth is on charities, up with the highest in the world over the last decade. Um, and it's a great thing, but there does need to be more done. Men, the statistics unfortunately don't lie, and they're not coming down. They're not coming down. They're leveling off, or they're going up a little bit. They're having a short little decline and back up because of environmental pressures. We talk about economy. A lot of people are under pressure. Put a lot of people in poverty. It can be a lot for a guy to take on, especially if that guy feels like he has to support that entire family. And if he ultimately gets to the conclusion that he can't support them, he might not have a way out. Now, I know firsthand, we had the Andy's Man Club at Berwick, which was okay for me. It's only, it's across the border in England. It's only 10 miles away from me. It's no problem if I wanted to jump in my car and drive across there. But the buses here stop at 5 o'clock at night. So apart from unless you lived in Berwick, you couldn't get to an Andy's Man Club. And that was, we got loads of little towns and villages around us here in the countryside. We're country bumpkins. And not everybody drives, and certainly buses don't go through there. So there needs to be more of an active resource, I don't know, an online resource, something that men can get to in their ultimate time of need, and to be heard, to be understood. I know we got Samaritans, we've got numbers, but generally sometimes guys just aren't comfortable initiating that phone call. And I think I've said this in a video before. Probably the most terrifying aspect is a man would rather die than talk about his feelings. And that can't be. That's not how we live as humans. I mean, come on. We can't be weighing up death over our own
It's
emotions.
reality, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to be able to talk about it. And when we do talk, please, please, please listen, because that's also a massive, massive side of this. We have to listen, we have to understand, and we have to together show strength, resilience, and get through it. It's very, very, very important. Like I said, unfortunately, it, it will, in the future, it will go onto the right course. More and more people are
I
talking
think
and
it's
talking.
getting there.
It's getting there. It's taking its time, but it's getting there. It's getting there. It's a little bit
There's
more optimistic.
a lot to go. There's still a lot to change. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's getting there. This is part of the change, isn't it?